Well, here by the old Humanité building, which was the corporate headquarters for the French Communist Party newspaper L'Humanité, which is empty now. It's fate uncertain. They've moved their offices down near Porte de Paris in Saint-Denis. This is the building that, this is the office that I was looking for earlier this afternoon. See, it's really close to where I live. I went all the way to the other side of town for nothing. Naturally, a month after I was there the last time, they moved over to here. Well, the day's kind of shot, but I really haven't been feeling well since I got tilt last August. I have some videos up about that. Oh, these look like those magnolia trees. Yeah, going into bloom. Very pretty. I handled some snail mail from the Gulf of Mexico, and I got these horrible, like, little boils on my hands and my forearms and my fingers and stuff. And I tend to brush my hair away from my face, so I got them on my forehead, and they were really alarming. I was seeing some social workers and doctors and stuff, and they were very, very concerned about these terrible lesions I had on me, and I was very nauseous and dizzy. I really felt bad for a couple of weeks. I eventually put some hemp oil on it. I was able to get some hemp oil, which I wasn't that happy about because it was in a plastic bottle, but it really seemed to help. And then the same person sent me another snail mail, and like an idiot, I handled it, and the same thing happened to me again. And they took it very seriously here, and the diagnosis was definitive. It was tilt. And had I had the blue flu, they would have quarantined me immediately. This is the Legion of Honor that was set up by Napoleon. It's a girls' school for the descendants of recipients of the Legion of Honor. And this is some of the wall around Saint-Denis. Saint-Denis was an important fortified medieval city. Now this wall dates from around the year 700 or 800, I believe, around 700. There was an inner wall earlier from around the year 400 or 500 because, like, you know, Goths and Vandals would come around and sack and loot and rape. And this Saint-Denis was actually the capital of France before Paris. It has a very interesting, important history. This is a garde-robe. See, this was basically a latrine. You know, there'd be a toilet up there, and the trash, the shit and stuff would fall down here. Very, 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 very old. Before the year 1000. And the whole city was fortified. They had to fortify it. I think around the year 500, 490 or something. There was a wall put around it to keep out invaders. And then as the city expanded, they put this more outer wall. And this is all that's left of it. These are some subsidized apartments that went up, I think, in the late 1970s. And beyond this wall is not only the school, but a very beautiful park, the Legion of Honor Park. Saint-Denis is full of Merovingian stuff, Carolingian stuff. You know, every time they try to build something new, they dig up a Gallo-Roman wine cellar or a farm or something. That building I showed you at the beginning of the clip where the office is, they were improving the basement there about 10 years ago, and they found a Gallo-Roman wine cellar. And they, you know, everything has to stop. You have to call the Ministry of Culture or the Interior or something, and the archaeologists have to come in and look at it and take it away and decide what's going to be done. So it drives people crazy. And a lot of archaeologists are very upset with what has happened here in Saint-Denis because this was such a treasure, and the city is bustling and big. It's like the Brooklyn of Paris. And, you know, when they got rid of all the shanty towns and slums that were here in the 1970s, and you know, they really developed the city. They got rid of a lot of really valuable stuff, but what are you going to do, you know? See, I could have kept going down that way and behind these buildings, but they've sort of started limiting access a little bit more. And there's a locked gate, and I wasn't sure that I could get out. These are some recycling trash things. They didn't recycle when I first moved to France about 18 years ago. Saint-Denis is not the most beautiful city in France, but it was the #1 spot of Christian pilgrimage in France for more than 1,000 years. France was a very small country then. It was mostly just kind of around here and some land out in the Champagne region, and it was called Pays de France. Okay, talk to you later.